this is the Lord's Legion yet again, and welcome back to another countdown. Today we're going to be listing the 10 DC characters who could beat the Hulk. Now before we get started, I'm going to lay off a few rules. If there's any character that is very overpowered for the Hulk to take on, they will not be on the list whatsoever. Therefore, Anti-Monitor will not be on the list purely because he destroys universes and it's pretty one-sided. Godlike characters like the Spectre will also not make the list because he could just wipe the Hulk out of existence within a snap of his fingers. And lastly, I'm not going to use Dr. Fate on this list because of his wide variety of magical abilities that could counter the Hulk in any way, shape or form. And before anyone says Batman in his mech suit alongside a shit ton of prep time, just do me a favour and fuck off. So let's get to it. So starting off the list, it's a no-brainer, it's Doomsday. When it comes down to physical strength, very few could even match Doomsday. However, despite how massive Doomsday is, he is capable of keeping up with the likes of Superman and the Flash on a daily basis. Not to mention his healing factor is beyond obscure, and also the fact that he is immortal. But the icing on the cake is the fact that whenever Doomsday dies from a certain doom, then he'll be revived so that he'll be immune to that certain death and cannot die from that same death twice. And considering Doomsday has died from physical blows from Superman in the past, therefore he can never die from physical blows from anyone, including the Hulk. And even if Hulk can overpower Doomsday for a short period of time, Doomsday will eventually adapt and become even stronger than the Hulk. Up next we have Shazam and Black Adam. And I placed them two on the same spot purely because they have pretty much the same powers. Now both Shazam and Black Adam have insane strength, durability and stamina, meaning that both of these can actually fight for a very long time. Now Shazam has been able to fight not only Wonder Woman but also a fully powered Superman, and could really hold his own for a long period of time. Black Adam on the other hand has been shown to face off against half of the DC universe at one point and could hold his own. And even if the Hulk could overpower both Shazam and Black Adam in terms of strength, they both can rely on their electricity powers as well as their magic and even their speed, overpowering Hulk in the process. Next on our list is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman not only is one of the most strongest characters in the DC universe, but is also one of the most experienced fighter as well. So in a one-on-one hand-to-hand combat against the Hulk, Wonder Woman can really give the Hulk a tough time. And although the Hulk is physically stronger than Wonder Woman, let's not forget that she's the more experienced fighter and could even exploit his pressure points. And even if she can't land a hit on the Hulk through pressure points, she could rely on her speed, flight and even her weaponry. Wonder Woman has been able to fight against bigger characters that are stronger than her and she can always overcome them, so there's no reason why she can't do the same against the Hulk. Next on our list we have Martian Manhunter, and although many people consider Martian Manhunter to be overpowered, I don't really consider him to be incredibly godlike, so I think this is a fair fight enough as it is. But for starters, Martian Manhunter is able to hold his own against Superman on multiple occasions, and he is also able to increase his strength through transforming into other creatures. Not to mention he is also highly durable as well as having one of the best healing factors in all of comics. And not only is he incredibly intelligent as well as being fast, Martian Manhunter is also one of the best telepaths in all of DC Comics. And considering how the Hulk has been shown to be very vulnerable against telepathy attacks in the past, Martian Manhunter can exploit that and then some. Up next we have Darkseid, and to make this a fair fight, I'm not going to touch upon the anti-life equation. Now Darkseid has been shown to have insane amount of strength and could even beat Superman on a daily basis. He can also take a lot of hits from new gods, which are essentially one of the most powerful beings in the universe, and could even withstand fights for a very long period of time. Not to mention that Darkseid is a very cunning strategist who could exploit any enemy he is dealing with. So in battle, Darkseid can essentially taunt the Hulk so that he can become even more mad, and he could take that to his advantage and overpower him. Also added to consideration that Darkseid is one of the most skilled combatants in the DC universe, so he can exploit the Hulk's weaknesses rather easily. And to top it all off, the Omega effect is pretty much a game over for the Hulk. Next one is a rather interesting choice, as I'm going to go with Atrocitus. The Red Lantern in particular is considered to be one of the most strongest of any of the Lantern Corps, and his abilities and strength gets even stronger the angrier Atrocitus becomes. Now the reason why I think Atrocitus could potentially beat the Hulk is because he has a very similar power set in that the angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes. And although it's true that the Hulk is physically stronger than Atrocitus, Atrocitus in theory could become even more stronger the angrier he becomes, and would make his constructs all the more powerful. The Red Lantern Ring in particular could also feed off of rage from not only the users, but also against anyone that they're up against. Meaning that Atrocitus could feed off the Hulk's rage so that he can become even more powerful, and could use the Hulk's rage against him. Next on the list we have Captain Atom. Now Captain Atom has been shown to be very powerful, as time and time again he is capable of beating Superman. Not only that, Captain Atom is also able to manipulate any form of energy, matter, or even radiation. So considering Hulk is a gamma radiation based character, that isn't going to do him much favours against Captain Atom, as Captain Atom not only is potentially stronger than the Hulk anyways, but he can also remove the gamma radiation away from the Hulk, completely curing him in the process, or he could just overpower the Hulk with his speed anyways. And mind you, I'm only scratching the surface of this character's power set, as he is also able to manipulate time. Next on the list we have Amazo. Now Amazo is a very special case, as he's pretty powerful in his base form. But why I include Amazo on this list anyway is purely because he can adapt any opponent's powers. And I don't mean he only adapts only a fraction of their abilities, but he actually adapts it to near perfection. Meaning that if Amazo fights against the Hulk, then he can adapt his abilities and can have the same strength, durability, and even healing factor. But why I say Amazo could beat the Hulk is pretty much because Amazo on his own could take down the Justice League while adapting all of their abilities. And with that being said, even if the Hulk could somehow overpower Amazo while adapting the Hulk's strength and durability, chances are Amazo could rely on other abilities that it's adapted before and overpower the Hulk in the process. Following up we have Orion. Now Orion has been shown to be one of the most physically strongest characters in the DC universe. Shown to be capable of beating Superman, Wonder Woman, and has even murdered his own father, Darkseid. He is also very fast, very durable, and has amazing reflexes. And considering his leadership skills, Orion can actually think things through most times out of 10. Orion's main weapon of choice is of course the Astro Harness, which grants him the ability to fly, can shoot energy blasts, and can do some force fields. And with all his weaponry and powers Orion has up his sleeve, that should be more than enough for him to take down the Hulk. And lastly, I could not leave this guy off the list. We have Superman. A character much like the Hulk has strength that is near limitless. And much like the Hulk, Superman himself can also take a lot of punishment. And although it's very debatable on who's physically stronger between the two characters, Superman has the slight edge of his speed, as well as the fact that he's a lot smarter than the Hulk. Not to mention Superman has a lot of fighting skills, so he could exploit the Hulk's pressure points rather easily. And although the Hulk's main method of attack is just purely to smash, Superman can think things through and find another way to beat the Hulk. So this concludes my list. Do you agree with all the choices I've picked? Please comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.